Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully looking after yourselves. We're going to do a requested video today and someone made a really good point. So I wanted to make a video today on this topic and etc. So I did recently make a video on account management, etc., going on in Raidshadowlegends, and someone commented to ask to do I guess, a guide right on the C versus C and my way of how I do C versus C, right? So I did this video the other week, and the week I say last week, right? So I talk about account management and looking after your account and etc. Sorry, about looking after your account and etc. And this is what you should generally do. I will ping this down in the description. You guys can go check it out. And it's definitely a very good video to take out. It's my personal opinion on what you should be doing to manage your account and overall, especially if you're an end-game player, a very, very solid guide and a couple of things that I would look out for when I'm buying. So today we're going to do the exact same, but we're actually going to do I guess a clan versus clan one. So you can see here we've done some planning for C versus C, and I'll show you how I do 400,000 points. Basically, kind of free to play way of doing it, right? So this is the way that I kind of look at it as and how I plan my stuff, right? So live arena coming in at 2,500 points per live arena win in gold for La Arena. So you can see that we get some points, etc. in here. Trying to use our dailies, efficiency, and all our resources that we get from raid to our advantage, right? So we also get 100 arena tokens throughout C. You actually get more than that if you count the refills, but if you go over the 3 days, you're going to get the 10 to start off with when you probably wake up, the 10 that you'll get from your dailies, from your login, sorry, and then you'll get 5 from your quest, and then you'll get another 10 from clan versus clan rewards, right? So you can see here you're going to get 8,000 points if you get gold 4. Now, if you want to maximize these points a bit more, you can go to Platinum Arena. The points are very small overall, and we're talking about 3 versus 3 as well. 3 versus 3, you got 18 tokens, and you're doing 18 sets, which 180 battles in gold for Arena. Now in gold 3 right now, because it's a bit late last week. I will be back up in gold 4 in time. For personal awards, for non-personal awards, we don't generally care about it. So that's the thing that we'll be looking at for that. Then you can see here, Twin Towers, which I do run every day, will give me 7,200 points. And then Faction Wars coming in at 24,600 points. Clan Boss coming in with 7,000. Forge, which I normally tend to do on for P for personal rewards. It's generally when I time I do the Forge, and you'll see here you get roughly around about 20,000 points. Sometimes you get more with the 2x if you got your charms, etc. filled up. Then this can be a little bit more or less. This is just average guess on average what I normally get per C versus C. I do generally get a bit more than that, so I probably underestimated this slightly. And then if I do 55 runs on a 2x multiplier over the past 3 days, it's going to cost me around about 6,600 energy, and this is going to give me a cracking 132,000 points, as well as live arena coming in with 140,400 points per 18 fights, which is a big chunk of this. And then obviously you're doing dailies, etc. as well. So when I'm always doing like my account recommendations, account coaching, etc., like I'm always giving some advice and on what they can do, etc., etc. You can see here generally like 6,600 energy is quite a lot, honestly, if you're free to play. But if you've got like a good stack of gems, which you could generally try and do to get some. Normally there is a Sand Devil tournament as well, like there is right now, to get some extra stones, etc. then this generally helps as well. Then also, like, normally they have like summon events or stone events. You can summon classic arena fusions. One of the things I like to do personally is actually gear cleanse my account. So rolling my gear up to level 8, I think is about 80 points plus 40 points. And then just roll in the gear that I get and then selling it on, making space on my account. Gear Ascension as well, and Champion Ascension as well. Champion Ascension is another thing that I do quite regularly on C because in trying to champion training, not actually much points. So you see here in my vault, for example, is it this one or this one? In this one, you'll see that I've got plenty of champions ready to be ascended, ready to go, especially legendaries. I think it works out to be like 5 or 10,000 per legendary, which is quite good as well. Which generally helps me with the points. Now, I'm not talked about even, I don't normally tend to open shards for C. It's very, very rare, but sometimes I do tend to open these. And you see here, I've been a bit sneaky and kept to prison from the last event. I do have 2 champions here. I can summon a 30,000 each because I don't have the champions, and I think it's about 10,000 if you do already have the champion already. So even having a champion can get you a bit more. And obviously, I think this fusion just finished just before personal awards, unfortunately, so we won't be able to save this. So player room actually being a bit smart for once there. But normally, like, you could fuse as well, and etc. If you've got your Great Hall is not max, you can also use Great Hall bonuses. I know mine's already max, so that doesn't really help me anymore. And it's a big bummer to lose, but you know, hey ho, it's one of them ones. And then books, right? Like literary tomes, I will tend to book when I can. So I've got 65 books. Just by having 65 books, honestly, is a lot. A C points. Obviously, I'm not going to be stupid and use all them unless I get champions that are actually worth booking. So you can see there for like average 10 books, which average legendary is like 10 to 12 books, is like 30,000 to 36,000. I actually have 195,000 points here, just in legendary tomes. And then obviously you can book epics as well, and legendaries as well overall. So you can see here the points are very, very good. And there is a few ways that you can, you know, you add a few things in here to load a energy cost if needed to be. Like, for example, if you bring in books, you can definitely bring in a bit more there. I've actually got 58,000 points that's needed still, which I'll find. I always get 400,000 or more or less. I've generally finished with like 500,000 last year, just over half last time, and I think I was slightly below this one last time, but I do try and get to close as possible as that, and try not to be too crazy with it, right? I try not to go too many points because it's pointless. I keep for the next one. And there have been times where you get back to back personal awards as well, which is why I'm actually saving these myself to kind of not having to burn the legendary tomes. Like, I think last time I had to burn quite a few legendary tomes to kind of do them back to back, or to burn a load of Sandal. I also do bit more Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun, or Spider. You could do Spider here as well with these. And yeah, it generally helps a lot. So there's definitely things that you could do to increase this, like Champion Summoned, which we've got down here, and etc. So this is generally the best P versus P guide, or P versus P advice for clan wars and etc. Now, it is worth noting, I only think it's really worth pushing clan wars when you're in game. I think if you're late game, potentially as well, but if you're mid game and early game, I wouldn't really prioritize clan wars. I think saving a lot of these things like gear, your forge, and like legendary books, etc., generally will hurt you way more. And you can also see here, if you always want to try and get 180,000 points per C to on non-personal awards, you can see it's very easily done without using legendary tomes, out using gems, out going too crazy for classic. So free arena. It's worth noting to be in gold 1 and plus to really um, benefit more from the gem per cost per energy if you use, because you're going to be using gems, right? If you're below silver 4 and below, you're actually better off just putting your energy into spider or something like Sand Devil or Phantom Shogun as well, because they're going to give you the 400 points that you generally want. Farming Masteries as well is definitely a interesting one to do. I've personally never done it myself, but I do generally do that. And I guess like as well, it's worth noticing, have a look for the 2x points events as well. Like for example, we got 2x twins, which I'll run out today. We got 2x champion objectives, which again we have touched on already with Ascension, etc. I don't generally 6-star with them because I generally save that for champion training events, etc. And then potion keeps as well, which I actually do need to do some potion keeps, but because there's a fusion going on, I won't be burning any extra energy. It's also worth noting as well, save some energy from your free stock that they give you every 2 days. I'm a spender, right? So I happily spend money on energy, but I've spent like $10 in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We got that flash offer. Mine was $10. I picked it up right for $10. If you do want to kind of enhance yourself for C4C, I think this is a very solid pack. Obviously, you got Black Friday coming up. You've got gems as well, and then obviously the Forge Pass really helps with the forge materials, etc. as well. And that's it from me today. Hopefully you enjoy this, and hopefully this is the perfect guide for you guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.